Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to yet another live stream. I hope everybody's doing well. Man, oh man, I was not anticipating this stream. I really wasn't. This was unexpected, to say the least. Okay, did not think that this game would run as well as it does on my PC. As I explained in a recent live stream, crazy that I'm saying that, but in a recent live stream, I didn't really think that this would run well on this current PC that I have, so I was just gonna wait it out until I got a new one, which that could have been a really long time. But I'm not. I just couldn't wait. I wanted to. This game was on sale on Steam, so I figured I'd just hop on that. And worst comes to worst, I can just put Steam on my other PC. And I mean, it was 50 some percent off. So I was like, you know what? Let me try and do this. And since I have some free time now, um, I can really do this season simulation. Last year both the Phillies and the Eagles simulations were cut short because a lot of unexpected things came up, and things like that, and I was so confident that I'd be able to you know actually do those. The Phillies simulation, that was a little too much. 162 games. I mean, I think 49 games in, and it just got to be too much, especially on top of doing these 17 games. Yeah, it was just a lot. But since this is only 17 games, I know we're 13 weeks behind, but I'm planning to stream today, tomorrow, and as much as I can um, during this winter. And if we do manage to catch up to the Eagles, of course, we will just do it once a week from that point forward. And we'll do our little playoff thing. And if the Eagles don't do well in our simulation, of course, we'll do it a little differently. You guys know that if you guys have been around, okay, I have actually done this before and never gotten to the playoff point. So, again, we're going to try our best to actually get this going and actually finish it out. And I'm confident that we will. So, I said that last year. And, oops. Hold on, guys. Yeah, so apparently with this simulator, or with Madden 26, if you have it on a PC, you need to have a controller. And I was freaking out because I was like, damn, I don't have a controller. I left all of them at my old house. But it turns out my girlfriend has an Xbox, and she has a wired Xbox controller. I was like, thank goodness I have this. So thank my girlfriend for allowing me to do this, or else I don't think it would have been. I would have been able to play. I mean, I never play this game really. I mean, I do sometimes, but very rarely. But I'm on here mainly to do the simulation, so I don't think I really needed it. But it said at the very beginning, after I downloaded the game last night, I was like, it said something like you need a controller for this game to run or something. It said something along those lines. So again, I don't know, but again, it's kind of it's beyond me now. So I think well, here's one thing that I have been running into some trouble. For some odd reason. There we go. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, you can use your cursor here, which is weird. Um, sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to figure out because on my you guys can see everything, but I can't see everything, and I need to see, especially on the bottom where the score bug will be. I need to figure that out real quick. Where is it? It'd be in graphics, right? Yeah, graphics. Oops, did not mean to do that. Oh no, what's happening? Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, cool. So, let's go back to where we were before. We're doing quick play, okay, and then we're gonna go to custom game. Not playing the Commanders, we're playing the Cowboys. And I did need to make sure because for some reason they had their home jerseys on. I guess it's a better contrast. I don't know with the Eagles home jerseys. I try and make this as realistic as I can, you guys. So of course I spent like an hour trying to redo the rosters for week 1 because both of these teams made some big moves since week 1, of course. So every week, like I don't know what I'm gonna do for next. I mean, next week I'll, because thank God for the internet. They have all the weeks of depth charts, and I just read it off of that, and I just kind of make the moves according to that. So of course, I mean, the Cowboys didn't have Kenyon Williams. The Eagles didn't have what's his name? I can't remember his name, but that linebacker from the Dolphins. I'll figure it out, but they didn't have him yet. So there's a lot of things that I just wanted to make sure that were realistic, because I want to make this as realistic as we can according to what week 1 was. So and in fact, the reason why I like this simulator, hold on guys, got my Dunkin' Donuts drink here, keep my throat okay while I'm commentating here. You gotta have a drink there. But the one thing I do like, and speaking of which, we'll kind of move forward here. What you can do now is you can change the broadcast type. They didn't have this, as far as I'm concerned, in Madden 25. You can actually change it from like Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night, because those have different like animations. So this is actually much better for me. Of course, if you want it like Madden themed, you can do that, or if you just want to do like a calendar, like I don't understand what calendar means, but I guess that's according to whatever day it is today. And today is what? Saturday. So maybe Saturday morning football, I don't know. But I like to always just put it on, I'll put it on Madden if the Eagles just play a regular game. Or I might just do calendar. I don't know. I'll experiment with it. But I know this was a Thursday night game. The Eagles played the very first regular season game of the season between all 30-some teams in the NFL. They played Thursday night, and that's the first broadcast of the weekend. So there's that. So this is what I just set it up as. Of course, we have to have accelerated clock just to make it more realistic, a more realistic score or how many plays they play at least. This doesn't really matter. I just put it on random because, I mean, you know who I am. I'm your commentator today. Of course, we're on the Eagles stadium, and I think I checked this. I'm ahead of the game here. It was like pretty overcast, and I think a storm may have run through there, but I just put it on overcast. So that's what we'll do, and I think we can hop right into the game here. The only thing that I need to do periodically through the game is I need to just wiggle my cursor. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but if I don't do that, it will literally go black on me, and then I'm going to miss some plays. So hopefully that doesn't happen if I keep on doing this. Because of course I'm not going to be using my controller at any time, so hopefully that doesn't happen. And then, as you can hear, there's no sound. I don't want to get copyrighted because some of my streams have been taken down because of the music that has been on the menu. So I will turn it back up when we go into the game. So maybe we'll hear a little snippet of music, but that's about that. But okay, guys. Let me see if I can actually. Okay, wait. I can use a cursor. What's this? Okay, well then that's fine then. I'll use the cursor. You guys will see it occasionally, but that'll definitely ensure that I don't have any issues with the screen going black on me. Maybe there's a setting on my actual screen that prevents that from happening. But anyway, without further ado, without further talk, let's hop right into the game. And before I do, actually, just don't mind my commentating skills. I'm rusty. I haven't commentated in a long time. So, especially football for that matter. So, don't mind me. Just bear with me, and I'll definitely get back into the swing of things. So, alrighty, guys, here we go. Let's hop into the game. What I like to say always, commentator voice on. Music's still on. Okay, there we go.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Well, good evening from Philadelphia. I'm your commentator. A lot of you like to call me Commentator X. That's what I'll be going by today. Captain Uchos, whatever. Thanks for joining the broadcast this evening as the Eagles are taking the field. The whole stadium is green as we kick off this National Football League season, the 2025-2026 season, and the Eagles are hyped up. There's Swoop, the Eagles mascot, leading them off as they head onto the field for the first time this season. Welcome to Thursday night play here at Lincoln Financial Field. The Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles squaring off tonight. A highly anticipated rivalry in the National Football League. Probably one of the highest anticipated, as Brandon Aubrey kicks it away to start off the 2025 season. So Will Shipley, the returner, and Jalen Hurts, his 6th NFL season. He's already got his Super Bowl. He's made 2 Super Bowl appearances, and he's only 27. He hasn't even made it to his 30s yet, and he has had one hell of a run. Eagles, of course, your Super Bowl champions last year. And without further ado, first snap of the season underway. Fakes to give to Smith and Sanders, and the pass is incomplete over the middle. And the first pass by Jalen Hurts is incomplete. There's a good shot of Brian Schottenheimer, of course, his first season as a head coach in the National Football League. Of course, on the other side, Nick Sirianni in his 5th season as head coach of the Eagles. Here's Hurts scrambling. He's got it to Dotson, and a gain of about 4. It's 3rd and 4. Bland on the tackle for Dallas. Play clock winding down. Motion by Dotson. Here's Hurts. Hurts is looking, scanning the field, over the middle, and it is caught. This time it's Devontae Smith, and he's got a first down for the Eagles, and the Eagles continue. Of course, the Eagles making an offensive coordinator change as Kellen Moore, the Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator, moves on to head coach the New Orleans Saints. A pitch to, looks like Dallas Goedert, but he is taken down immediately, and it's 2nd and 12. Anyway, now Kevin Patullo is at the offensive coordinator spot, so of course he's having a good start to the year as offensive coordinator. Hands it off to Sanders, who had a phenomenal year last year. We all know he has had one hell of a season. He had one hell of a season last year. See if he can continue that. Of course, it's hard to replicate such a season from last year. I mean, it's hard to do that. But anything can happen. It's 3rd and long, 3rd and 12. 12 and a half minutes to go in the first period, the first quarter. Whoa. Sanders making a lot of men miss, but he still comes up short for the first down. It's 4th and 3, and they're at midfield. So, of course, Nick Sirianni is pretty aggressive when it comes to this type of stuff, but it looks like Braden Mann's going to come on to punt this ball away. Oh, no, he is. Braden Mann's coming off the field, and here comes Hurts. Hurts looking, and he's going to be taken down. And now you start to regret that decision. I don't know who made that decision, but I'm sure it was Kevin Patullo who made that decision to go for it. And now the Dallas Cowboys are in phenomenal field position at the 42-yard line of the Eagles. And that's where Dak Prescott, who's in his 10th NFL season, of course, 32 years old, 6'2". It's a big quarterback, 238 pounds. Prescott begins under center for his first snap of the regular season in the 2025-2026 year. Javonte Williams takes it, and it's a gain of 5, 2nd and 5 for the Cowboys. So, of course, Vic Fangio, still defensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. Of course, he was a Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator. Prescott, the pass is caught by C.D. Lamb for a first down, and he's out of bounds. Of course, he had a pretty phenomenal year last year. Talking about Vic Fangio, by the way. Not too sure about C.D. Lamb. Prescott takes the snap. He's looking. He's scanning the field. He's scrambling. And he's going to have to take it himself. And he manages to reach for a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. And they're on the cusp of the red zone here. Hands it off to Williams, but he is immediately taken down. But there is a flag. Zach Bond, but there's holding on the offense, so of course you're going to want to take that back, give them more yards to take care of. They still have that 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He's looking. He's looking towards the outside. There's Jake Ferguson, and he's got a gain of 4. 3rd and 7. A gain of 7, excuse me. So 3rd and medium. Approaching that long range. What does Brian Schottenheimer do here? Prescott looking, and he is taken down by Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean, of course, in his 2nd year as an Eagle. Of course, he's only been an Eagle, but he denies the Cowboys of a touchdown. It's 4th and 13, and Brandon Aubrey will head on for what would be about a 32-yard try. Excuse me, 42-yard try.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Aubrey, the kick is away, and the kick is good. So the Cowboys' first score in this season of the NFL. And it's 3-0 Dallas, but of course, game is far from over. Only 6 minutes into the game. We'll see if the Eagles' offense can respond. Of course, the defense did all that they could. Held them to just a field goal. See what the offense does up next. There's Will Shipley. He heaves it down the field towards the 28-yard line, which is where Jalen Hurts and the Eagles will begin their 2nd drive of the season. Just made it so far, but on an aggressive 4th down try, they did not convert. In fact, he was sacked and put the Cowboys in scoring range, and they did score. 3-0 Dallas. Hurts fakes the give, play action, and there's Calcaterra, who didn't seem ready for it, but he was absolutely clobbered at the line of scrimmage. To say a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Hurts looking, he gets the ball away, and it's incomplete. He was beat by the offensive line. The offensive line just couldn't keep the defense behind. Luckily, he got that ball away. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 for the Eagles. Miles Sanders, what? Why did I say that? Miles. Well, there is Dallas. Got it for a 1st down. Why did I say Miles Sanders? Jesus Christ. Can't believe I made that mistake. I see 26. I know he's on the Cowboys. But the Eagles are on offense. My goodness me. I don't know if I already made that mistake. Holy crap. Saquon Barkley. Smith. Over, and he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Of course, he comes over on a sweep. Didn't really see much going there, and he's taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Luckily, he was taken down there. Could have been worse. Hands it off to Barkley, and he only gains 1. Barkley only got 2 touches today for 1 yard. Of course, not as explosive as he has been from last year. Again, the first 9 minutes of the game, I mean, you can't judge him off that. It's 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts. He's looking, pocket collapsing. He's heaving it downfield, and it is caught for the touchdown. A.J. Brown. What a catch. And what an exclamation point on the beginning of this season for A.J. Brown and the Philadelphia Eagles. That's the connection we saw a lot of last year, and it continues. He wins that fight with Elam, the quarterback from Dallas, and the Eagles take the lead at 6-3 for the moment. Elliott, his first PAT, and it is good. So it's 7-3 Philadelphia, and the Eagles fight song roars in Lincoln Financial Field. You can't beat it. What a start to this game for the Eagles. Of course, they had a little bit of a slow start, but they quickly respond to Dallas's field goal, and it's now 7-3 Philadelphia. Elliott, the kick is away. I was expecting that to be Cavante Turpin, because he's been returning a lot for Dallas, but that was Jaden Blue who returned it for Cowboys. Starting at the 24-yard line. There you see it. 87 to Dallas's 16. And Nolan Smith takes him down, takes Javonte Williams down for a loss of 6. Dak Prescott a little fired up off that. He wants to get downfield. Here's Prescott to Javonte Williams, and he makes it to the 27-yard line, so gain of about 9 on the play. So he's gained all that yardage back plus 3, and it's 3rd and 7. Third and 7 for the Cowboys. And here's Prescott looking. He's still looking. He's firing a bullet, and it's caught by Ferguson, the tight end. And CeeDee Lamb looks hurt. Looks like he just got the wind knocked out of him. He's probably okay. He's holding on to his chest. But if you're a Cowboys fan, you immediately think ribs. So hopefully he's okay. I don't see him out there right now. It's 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Fakes to give to Williams. Pass is caught by Ferguson again. He's down the sideline. He's getting caught up by Cooper DeJean. And it's now 1st and 10 from the 15 of the Eagles, thanks to Jake Ferguson of the Cowboys. It's just a breakaway. He saw that green grass in front. He got a good start, but he was caught up by Cooper DeJean. Lucky Cooper DeJean has the speed that he does. Or else that might have been a touchdown. That might have been 6 for the Cowboys. Prescott fakes to give. He's going to take it himself, and he is taken down by Sidney Brown. 2nd and 10, and Prescott's thinking to himself, why did I let him do that? Because a big quarterback like Dak Prescott could win that fight. He could have plowed forward for a couple of yards, but didn't happen that time. Quick pass out to Cavante Turpin, and he's got a gain of 1. It's 3rd and 9. So 3rd and long for the Cowboys. What do they do here? Prescott looking, firing over the middle, and it is caught by Tolbert. Puts Prescott over 100 yards passing today, and his first end goal, a 13-yard pass to Jalen Tolbert. Let's see what looks like it's going to be a run, so the Eagles better be prepared for it. To the outside, and they were prepared. Wow. Javonte Williams taken down. It's 2nd and goal now. Second and goal from the 5 this time. Here's Prescott. Pocket collapsing. He's looking, and he's going to be taken down. Taken down by Reed Blankenship. And it is 3rd and really 16, but still 3rd and goal, so they don't get a reset of downs. But there's Reed Blankenship, the full safety. Man. Had a little bit of help from Sidney Brown. Not a lot. Of course, he gets no credit for that, but Reed Blankenship with a sack this evening. It's 3rd and goal with 2 minutes left to play in the first. Vic Fangio and this defense will not let up a touchdown. We'll see if they do it here. Lobs it up towards the end zone. It's a fade, and it is denied by Kenyon Mitchell. C.D. Lamb, who's back out there, is looking for a flag, but that was fair coverage. And that was great defense by Vic Fangio and the Eagles. And here comes Brandon Aubrey for a 33-yard try. Kick is up, and kick is good. So it's 7-6. Eagles hang on to the lead. You know, the trend right now is when you see 6 and 7. 6, 7. I'm not trying to be any cringy here. That's all everybody says now. 6, 7. Xavier Gibson, who makes his first return of the season. And they'll take over at the 28-yard line. Eagles with the touchdown. Can they replicate what they did on the last drive? An amazing connection between that man right there, you see in the center of your screen, A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts. Saquon Barkley, I can't believe I said he was Miles Sanders. Saquon Barkley in the backfield. 1st and 10. He's going to take the ball. He makes a man miss. He's got a first down. That's the agility of Saquon Barkley. He can just find, he had decent space there, but he can find space in the smallest of areas. And he takes advantage of it. Huge part of this Eagles team. Hurts. Fakes the give, but he's taken down. Gee, you did not expect that. That's Clowney, who takes Hurts down for a loss of 4. And all of a sudden, now the Eagles have to do a little bit different here on this drive. On this set of downs. Hurts hands it off to Barkley. Barkley, oh man, did he get the first down there? He did get the first down, but Jordan Mailata's in trouble. He's hurt. Hopefully he's okay, but what an effort by Saquon Barkley. You can't get much better than that. It looks like he is certainly replicating what he did, or trying to replicate what he did last year. Such a big part of this Eagles team. And they'll get one more play off before the quarter break. Hands it off to Barkley again, but he's taken down immediately. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. We will be right back after this on Thursday Night Play, presented by Madden 26. Welcome back, everybody. Second quarter about to go underway here on this cloudy night in Philadelphia. Eagles up 7-6, and they have command of this drive in Dallas territory now. Here's Hurts. He's looking. He's got a space, and he is going to be taken down for a loss of 3. This Fowler Jr. Been a lot of sacks, I'll tell you this much. A lot of sacks, both sides. That's how you know this might be a defensive game, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Both teams want to get points on the board, so 3rd and 13. You really have to get close to the first down to have even any remote try for... Oh, but the pass is caught by Dallas Goedert. Cuts me off. I was going to say, if they couldn't get the first down, they need to be close, because then you'd be in high 50-yard range for Jake Elliott. He can do it, but Dallas Goedert cuts me off there, and they have a fresh set of downs. Hurts in the gun again. He'll hand it off to Sanders, but oh my goodness, Fowler was right there. Didn't even get a chance to look. Takes down Saquon Barkley for a loss of 3. There's been a lot of TFLs too, tackle for losses also, on both sides. Eagles are in field goal range. It would be, from this spot, it would be a 48-yard field goal. Jake Elliott has leg. Here's Hurts, taking his time, firing to Goddard again, and it's now 3rd and 6. Gain of about 6 on the play. Keeps this drive somewhat alive. They got to convert 6, though. Keep this drive going. Hurts. Firing to the outside, there is Sanders, and he is very close. They're gonna say he's short. 4th and a couple of inches. And I think they're gonna go for it. Tush push? I don't know if they have tush push in this game, we'll see. Oh, that sucks. They don't have tush push in here. I hand it off to Barkley, and he'll get the first down easily. You don't even need the tush push to get a first down on 4th and inches. That's how you know. Maybe they were doing that on purpose. 16 yards to go for a score. 1st and 10. They need the 6-yard line for a fresh set of downs. Hurts firing. It's A.J. Brown. He's in a little bit of trouble, though. 2nd and 8, loss of 2. It's Dallas Goedert. He looks a little knocked up. I think he's okay. I think a lot of these injuries are getting the wind knocked out. It's a very high-contact sport. You get a lot of that in the sport of football. Second and 8 for the Eagles. Eagles trying to score again. In a lot of trouble. He gets the ball away. Almost could have potentially been intercepted, but luckily it was not. 3rd and 8. Hurts in the gun this time. Brown motions. Here's Hurts firing to Brown. He's in for the touchdown. Another touchdown for A.J. Brown. Not as impressive as before, but touchdown is a touchdown. And A.J. Brown has 2. So does Jalen Hurts. The Eagles extend their lead to what will probably be 8. With a good PAT make from Jake Elliott. Elliott nails that one right through the middle. 75-yard drive for the Eagles, and they do it again. They score again. Now Brian Schottenheimer has to, I would think, get more aggressive with his play calling here. Turpin this time, trying to find a hole, and he is taken down at the 27-yard line. That's where the Dak Prescott offense will take over. Of course, now you have to start considering. I mean, if they don't get a score here. And the Eagles are playing the way that they have been, the Eagles offense. I mean, and you see it, 163 total yards to the Cowboys' odd 60. And that's something getting started for the Cowboys. There's Javonte Williams for a first down. Breaks away. Gain of about 15. Here's Prescott in the gun again. He's looking to the right side, and it is caught by Tolbert. And another first down. First down for the Cowboys. Hands it off to Williams, but this time he gains minimally. Gain of 1 at 2nd and 9. I really do hope you are enjoying this presentation of Thursday Night Prime Time on Madden 26. If you are, make sure you like and subscribe so you can continue to see this content over the next few months. Fakes to give. And that pass is caught by Lipka, the fullback, and is now 3rd and 4. So they're in Eagles territory. Brandon Aubrey has a bigger leg than Jake Elliott does, so they're already in field goal range for sure. Wind isn't really a factor tonight. Prescott in a little trouble, and he is going to be taken down. This time it's Jalen Carter. Eagles now have 3 sacks on the night. Dallas with only 2. And now it's 4th and 13. This would be a 63-yard try, which Brandon Aubrey can do. So I don't know if they're going to actually send him out, but we'll see. Cut this lead down to just 5. And they are going to try 63 yards. Hold good. Kick is away, and the kick is no good. It had the length, that's for sure, but it was left. Wide left. And the score remains the same. There you see A.J. Brown, 3 targets, 3 receptions, 69 yards, and 2 touchdowns this evening. He's certainly been a favorite target for Jalen Hurts. Taking over on downs on the 47 of the Cowboys. Hurts to the outside. There's Dallas Goedert. And he looks a little knocked up again. Gain of 5 regardless. I mean, he's gotten right back up, I think. Just getting a little fatigued. Hurts in the gun again. Scanning the field left to right. He is firing towards the outside, and that's Calcaterra. For a minute, I thought he lost the football there, but he just threw it away quickly. It's 1st and goal for the Philadelphia Eagles. Man, you see these big plays. You see the little explosive plays, but then you see these really at large. They're. I mean, the Eagles can do everything, it looks like. Here is Barkley trying to push for more yards. Doesn't get a lot there. Wilson with the stop, and it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Eagles trying to make this a 3-possession game. Hurts, looking, firing a bullet, and it is almost caught. My goodness, that was almost a catch, but Calcaterra in motion to the left side. Hurts looking. He's in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. And it's 4th and goal. And it will likely be a 30-yard try for Elliott. Still make it it would be a 2-score game, though. No. Yeah, it would be a 2-score game, yeah.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Should be easy peasy for Elliott, and the kick is good. So it's 17-6 now for the Eagles. Almost automatic for a kicker like Jake Elliott. Cooper in the backfield to return for the Cowboys. Giving him a couple of shots. Cavante Turpin, of course, you see him at the top part of your screen. He's phenomenal at what he does, returning-wise. Also a good wide receiver. So 1st and 10 from the 23 for the Cowboys. Of course, you got plenty of time, 3 timeouts. Could probably get 2 possessions away if it was really up to you. This Eagles defense has been really, really good. Prescott immediately clobbered by Jalen Carter. He's been so good. My goodness, I mean, this offensive front by the Cowboys just have not protected Dak Prescott and the football. Sooner or later, he'll lose it. Here's Prescott again. Pass is caught by Pickens. And it's decent gain for the Cowboys, and it's now 3rd and medium, 3rd and 4 for the Cowboys, of course. You could run this, you could get away with running this. You could also pass, we'll see. Opting for the pass, in trouble, here's Williams. And he's going to get the first down and a lot more. He's down the sideline, and he's going to be taken down in Eagles territory. What a grab by Javonte Williams. Fakes to give. And he hands it off to Javonte. Making a lot of mistakes. You know I'm rusty. You can say it. Javonte Williams, that's his name. With 5 to play in this half. Hands it off to Turpin. And there's pretty much no gain on that play. It's 3rd and 10. Prescott looking, firing towards the outside. There's Williams, a lot of room. Reed Blankenship runs after him. And luckily he was there. And a fresh set of downs for Dallas. Williams has found a couple of plays to help the Cowboys try and get a score here. Keep them in it. Still very in reach. Jumbo set off to the right. Almost always signals a run play with Carter. He has had one hell of a night. He just doesn't like giving up yards, that's for sure. Loss of 1, it's 2nd and 11. Prescott, pass caught, and this time it's Tolbert again. And a gain of 7, and it's 3rd and 4. Wouldn't it be amazing if they get another stop, the Eagles get another stop? You'd like that, wouldn't you? 3rd and 4. No Williams in the backfield. Pass is caught by Pickens. He could go all the way, and he is in for the touchdown. George Pickens, of course, spent his season with Pittsburgh last year. He's going to spend this season with the Cowboys, and he's got his first touchdown with the Cowboys. And the Cowboys are within 5.
The kicker on for the point after.
Kick is away and good. Personally, I would have gone for 2 on that play. Put you within 3. Conservative, of course, because it's so early. The Eagles, 2:14 left to play, plenty of time. Basically got 4 timeouts. They got the 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts. Will Shipley takes it out to the 26. Decent field position. Not great, but again, you have plenty of time. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. You can probably get 1 play off before the 2-minute warning. Here we go. Hurts. Hands it off to Barkley. He's got a first down and a lot more. He breaks away and he is down at the 49-yard line, and there is the 2-minute warning. What a play going into the last 2 minutes of the quarter. 17-13 Eagles. Here's Hurts. Looking. Firing. Pass is up in the air and almost. Oh, that could have been intercepted. Very well have been intercepted, but luckily it's 2nd and 10. Clock does stop. You could probably get away with not even using a timeout. Wind down the clock so Dallas doesn't have a chance to score. Hurts. Scanning to the right side. Finds Calcaterra. He's got a gain of 8. It's 3rd and 2. Clock continues to wind.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
There's Van Smeeren. He's got a first down. The drive continues for the Eagles. Of course, in real life, he was actually injured before the first snap of the season. And he's out indefinitely. I haven't seen him play in a while. Hurts. Looking. He's firing towards Devontae Smith. He's got a first down, and the clock stops as he goes out of bounds. 1 minute and 2 remaining in the second quarter. Hurts. Looking. He's got a man, Devontae Smith. Gain of about 7. It's 3rd and 3. They're trying not to use any timeouts. They're trying to run this clock right out. If they have to use one, it looks like they will here. Mental reset. With 46 remaining. And Smearin in the backfield with Saquon Barkley. Motion from Smith. Hurts backs up, firing for Dallas Goedert, and he's got a first down. No, that is Grant Calcaterra. It looks like Dallas Goedert for a second. It doesn't look like Dallas is even out there. They're hyped up. They can take their time. So they got 12 yards to go. They might take one time out here. No, it looks like they're going to keep going. Here's Hurts. Looking. He's going to take it himself. Got a couple blockers, and he's in for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts, he's got 3 touchdowns today. He's got 2 towards A.J. Brown, and he's got 1 rushing for himself. And the Eagles have put an exclamation point on this half. They have scored what would probably be 24 points in this half. That is... I originally thought this was going to be a very defensive game based off of the beginning. But no. Eagles said not today. High snap. And still the kick is good. Only had to use 1 timeout. They could have probably gotten away with not even using that timeout. (24-13), Dallas trailing by 11. They have 3 timeouts, so they can definitely try to get at least something. There's Dak Prescott's numbers: 15 for 16, 205 yards, and he's got a touchdown. See what they got in the playbook for the last 18 seconds. Got all 3 timeouts. Prescott in the gun. Fires a quick one to Javonte Williams, and they're going to take their first timeout. I mean, Brandon Aubrey has a leg. You saw he missed a 63-yarder. That's not for the weak. You got a chance. I mean, you got to get into Eagles territory if you want any chance to score, which is very doable for the Cowboys. Prescott looking, firing, and it's incomplete. Campbell on the block. And the clock will stop with 10 to go. Prescott. Quick shot to Cavante. No, that's George Pickens, and he is out of bounds, so the clock will stop at 6. You can get 1 more play off, and you can shoot in bounds. But you gotta get that timeout off, and you gotta get the ball off quick. But it looks like they're just gonna go for the field goal here. 67 yards. Kick is away, and it is good. Wow. 67 yard, just barely made it. I mean, I'm not surprised. Brandon Aubrey, 67 yards. Of course, that 63-yarder had plenty of space, but of course was wide left. Just an accuracy issue for Aubrey. But man, 67 yards. You got to give him credit. Credit where credit is due. And he probably is just going to squib this. Oh, he's going to put it in for a touchback, and the Eagles probably just kneel it, and we'll head into halftime. Looks like they're just going to get 1 play off. They're probably going to run it. Of course, Barkley gets a handful there, but that will conclude the first half. We will be right back after this message. Halftime show coming up on Thursday night primetime, presented by Madden 26. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, everybody. That was your halftime report presented by Madden 26. 24-16, an 8-point game here in Philadelphia. Eagles put up 24 points in the first half. That's a lot. But the Cowboys have a chance to tie this up, probably. Not probably, but they have a chance to try and tie it up. Gotta get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion to make this a tie game. But the way the Eagles' defense has been playing, they haven't really allowed a lot. They've allowed 1 touchdown and 2 field goals. 2 field goals, right? No, 1. No, 3 field goals. 3 field goals, yes. Prescott to Williams, and he is nailed in the chest by Jacoby Dean. Second down and 3 for the Cowboys. Here's Prescott. He is looking. He is firing over the middle, and it's caught by George Pickens. Taken down by Zach Bond. And it's a fresh set of downs for the Cowboys. You might see a lot of back and forth in this half. Honestly, make it anybody's game. To Williams. Push forward a little bit for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Prescott in the pocket, looks to the right side. There's Williams, and he is they're going to call it a first down. I don't know if he was there. They're going to give him the first down. Prescott hands it off to Williams again for a gain of 6. Cowboys trucking down the field. Eagles defense has been playing really good, but they might be letting back a little bit, and that's not what you want to see. Here's Prescott. He's firing, and he has Kevontae Turpin. And he's got a first down. You know what I wish I had? I had a color commentator, an analyst. I'll find one eventually. There's Williams, but he is taken down by Campbell and got a little bit of help from Cooper DeJean, and that's a loss of 5. And there's the defense we saw in the first half. First well into field goal range. The Eagles want to keep it that way. They could have potentially pushed them out of field goal range if they wanted to. Almost did, but there's Williams, and he is taken down for a loss of 3. That's Jalen Carter. Prescott. Bullet to Turpin. He's got a first down. And the Cowboys stay alive in this drive. And the Cowboys are that close to a touchdown. Pitches it to Williams. Eugene let back there. I don't know what happened there. Allowed him to gain 8. It's 2nd and 2. Nick Sirianni did not like that. Hands it off to Lipka, and that is a first down. A little bit of action down there on the field. All friendly competition, I would hope. First and goal from the 5-yard line. Hands it off to Williams, and he is in for the touchdown. Nobody touched him. Javonte Williams, he's had one hell of a day today. Despite the Cowboys being down for the moment, he has had one hell of a night to kick off the season. I would assume they'll go for 2 here. Tie this game up. And they will. It's like man coverage here. And Prescott takes it himself. And it is now a tie game. What a response by the Cowboys. Cowboys were down by a little bit. Now it's a tie game. Who's gonna win? That becomes the question. Looked like it was all Eagles. Something happened with this defense. They got to make an adjustment so that the Cowboys don't take the lead. Cowboys only have one lead. They led by, like at the very beginning of the game, they were up 3-0. But then the Eagles quickly responded with a touchdown. That was the last they saw the lead. Will Shipley takes it out to the 28-yard line. This will just be his jersey number. There's Saquon Barkley, a little slow tonight. 10 rushes for 61 yards. He has those games from time to time, though. I mean, last year you saw a couple of games under 100. I mean, you saw that one 200-yard game. But again, it's a new season. You got to treat him. I mean, you know what he has potential for, but again, it's hard to replicate what he did last year. Fakes to give. Here's Hurts. Looking, firing, and it is caught by a tight end. I don't know who that was. Someone I'm not familiar with. Number 83. Hurts in the gun again. He's looking. He finds Jahan Dotson. Just to gain it 2, it's 3rd and 7. So the Eagles are now in trouble. Now that it looks like not just the defense stalled out, but the offense is plateauing. I mean, not over yet, but 3rd and 7, not looking good. Motion from Calcaterra. Hurts. He's looking. He's firing. Devontae Smith, he's got a first down a lot more. And there's the breakaway we have seen. We've seen a few plays. I mean, we saw A.J. Brown. We saw now Devontae Smith. We saw Saquon Barkley do a little bit of that. And that's what's keeping the Eagles in this game, as well as the Cowboys. The Cowboys have had their fair share of explosive plays. Here's Barkley. He finds a hole. He's got a first down. He's got a block, and he is going to go all the way. Touchdown, Saquon Barkley. His first touchdown of the season. What did I just say? The breakaway plays, those explosive plays on both sides, is what's making this such an amazing game to watch. What an effort by Saquon Barkley. Elliott almost blocked, and there's a flag, and that'll be roughing the kicker. And they're just going to take, there's really nothing you can really do on that. PAT's good otherwise. Now, if he didn't make it, of course you could consider differently, but 31-24, 6:45 left in the third quarter. Now the Dallas Cowboys, what are they going to do to respond? Looks like they enforced the penalty on the kickoff. There's Javonte Williams, 11 rushes, 29 yards, and a touchdown. You see he only got 29 yards rushing, but he's got a lot of passing yards too. That's what's made him such a crucial part of this Cowboys team. But you got to give the receivers credit too. They've been doing a lot for the Cowboys also. Neck and neck in terms of passing yards. There's Williams. He breaks away. He's got a first down. Keely Ringo takes him down, not before he gains a handful. Takes the Cowboys right into Eagles territory in his first and 10. Backs up from under center, and there's Ferguson. He gets a decent gain, about 7. Second and 3. I was about to say third and 2. Got it flipped around. Here's Williams again. Reed Blankenship was there to avoid a touchdown, and it's first down for Dallas. Went from being a defensive game to a very offensive game. Whoever lets up first loses the game. That's just the way, the nature of the game right now. Hands it off to Williams again. Gains a few. Doesn't get a first down this time. It's 2nd and 6. Prescott in the gun. Pocket collapsing, firing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended for Devontae Turpin. but it's incomplete. 3rd and 6 now. Prescott in the gun again. He is looking. He is firing to Ferguson, who is in for the touchdown. And the Cowboys respond. It is just about to be another tie game. Jake Ferguson has had a couple of those plays. I mean, this isn't one of them. I mean, he was wide open, nobody there. And he's had a couple of those plays in this game where he's broken away and where he's, played a very crucial part for this. I mean, I like to say every person on each football team is a crucial part. It's just a matter of execution. And it is a tie game. So it's 31-all between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, last year was the exception, but you look at the Eagles and the Cowboys, and they're a really big rival. And as you can imagine, you never really have a rivalry where one team beats the other team all the time. I mean, this is one of those rivalries that just is always a close game. There's Saquon Barkley, 11 rushes, 102 yards. There you see it. He is over 100 yards in week 1. See what he does next week, but 102 yards and a touchdown. Van Smyrnan in the backfield. Here is Barkley, and he is pushed down for a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Approaching the last few minutes of the 3rd quarter. We might see a 40-point game today. Already combined 62 points on the board right now. Hurts. Hands it off to Barkley again. He's got a first down. Breaks away. But he's taken down by Landon Diggs. Not before he gets a first down. There you see it again, trucking through, strong running back right there, and he's got a gain of 7. It could have been a loss. The strength of Saquon Barkley, it's just you can't beat it. Bet New York misses that a lot. Hurts takes it himself, but he doesn't gain anything. He, in fact, loses a yard. It's 3rd and 4. Tank Bigsby was there.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Back to Saquon Barkley. Smith in the slot. This time it's Calcaterra who gets the first down. Dallas there's been a lot of tight end action, certainly. You saw Jake Ferguson on the other side. Dallas Goedert has had a couple of plays. Of course, it looks like he's still injured. And then you have Grant Calcaterra, who has been outstanding this game. Hands it off to Barkley. Oh, man. What did I just see there? He just hopped over a guy. He did lose two. That would have been amazing if he found a way out of that. In Dallas territory now, 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts. Pocket collapsing. Got to get the ball away. There's Calcaterra again. Gain of 4 on the play. 3rd and 8. From this spot, it'll be a 57-yard field goal. Jake Elliott can make that. But you want the touchdown because you saw how Dallas's defense has been, or offense has been. They've been explosive and they've been responding. Last play of the quarter. Here's Hurts. He's going to be taken down. And we are headed to the 4th quarter on Thursday night primetime. We'll be back after this. 31-31. Well, welcome back, everybody. It's 4th and 8 here as we begin the 4th quarter for the Eagles. And we would assume Jake Elliott would come on for a 56-yard try. And that's what it will be.
A 56-yard attempt.
The kick is away, and the kick is no good. Wide right. Had the length, but wide right. Not by much, but not enough. So it continues to be a tie game, and Dak Prescott is at 309 yards. He's got 2 touchdowns, has a chance to give the Cowboys their first lead since the 1st quarter. And then all of a sudden this game flips upside down, and the Eagles have to try and respond. They did, but will they do it this time? But first, see if the Cowboys can get there. Crucial part of the game, last quarter of regulation. There's Javonte Williams with another reception. He's got a gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Prescott under center. Javonte Williams in the backfield. Motion by Tolbert. And he gives it to Tolbert, but he will lose some. A loss of 1, and it's 3rd and 8. Knocked out of midfield and in Dallas territory again. It's a big play for the Eagles defense. Prescott looking, firing, passes caught by Turpin, and the drive will continue. Defense lets up again. Man, this is an offensive game, all right. Prescott backs out from under center. He is in trouble, and he is taken down by Reed Blankenship. And they take the edge again, and the Eagles get their 4th sack of the night. Hands it off to Williams. Nothing much doing there. Gain of 2. 3rd and 12. Another big opportunity for the Eagles. Can they execute this time? Prescott in trouble, but he gets it off to Williams, but he loses one. And now this forces a field goal try. 60-yard attempt from here. Brandon Aubrey can do it. Give the Cowboys the lead. Not a big lead, though. The Cowboys have not had bigger than a three-point lead all game. Aubrey kick away, and it's good. He's been pretty accurate. He missed that 63-yarder, but he got the 60-yarder. He got the 67-yarder earlier today. And with 11:20 left in regulation, the Cowboys take the lead. It's 34-31. Nick Sirianni hyping up his team, getting them ready for a crucial drive. Here comes Xavier Gibson, but he is swallowed up. Spotted at the 24-yard line. Looks like there's a special teamsman injured. Looks like some sort of leg injury. We're back in business on the field. Hurts and the Eagles offense have to get something going. Very offensive game. 389 yards for the Eagles, 360 for the Cowboys. Roughly gain of 2, 2nd and 8. You gotta think of clock management also as we approach the last 10 minutes of the game. You don't really have to start considering that until the last 5, but again, with this close of a game, you have to consider it. Hands it off to Barkley again. He's got a hole up the middle, and it is a first down. Spotted at the 41-yard line, and the Eagles keep this drive alive. This is a big drive for the Eagles. They could tie it up or even take the lead, but they could also potentially keep the same. It could stay the same. And that pass is out of bounds. It's intended for A.J. Brown. We haven't seen a lot of that from Jalen Hurts. Not a lot of incompletions. Not a lot of incompletions for Dak Prescott and the Cowboys either. Let's see what Hurts has. A lot of pressure. Here is Barkley, who is open. And he gets a gain of 4. It's 3rd and 6. So the Eagles looking to start this season on a high note after ending a season on a very high note, winning the Super Bowl 59. There's Hurts. Pass complete to Devontae Smith for a first down. Cowboys looking to destroy those chances. Of course, they don't want this Eagles team to do well. So of course, if you let them do well, I mean, this NFC East division has been so competitive. Of course, that 3rd and 4th spot hasn't been really competitive for the 1st and 2nd, but you see, I mean, it's been these two teams for a little while. Here's a slow give to Saquon Barkley, but a loss of 2, and that's Wilson on the stop. So from this spot, it would be a 61-yard field goal. Has Elliott done that before? Yes. Can he do it today? I don't know. He hasn't been that accurate today. There's Dotson. He's got a couple added on there. Gain of 8. 3rd and 4. Becomes a lot more realistic for Jake Elliott. Should this be a tie, game-tying field goal opportunity? But of course they want the first down. 3rd and 4. Hurts in the gun. He is looking. He's got a lot of help from the offensive line. He's got a first down. He's got to be careful with that football. He hangs on. And it's 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10, 25-yard line, 7 minutes left to play here in this 4th quarter. Now you're getting to the nooks and crannies. Hurts backs up from under center. He's in a little trouble. He's going to scramble. He's going to take it himself. There's a flag on the play. What could this be? Holding on the offense. Now this is going to come back. Lane Johnson holding, and it's 1st and 20 now. No brainer for Dallas to accept that penalty. Here's Hurts. Devontae Smith. He's got all of that yardage back. Almost all of it. He's got 8 of it back. 2nd and 12. Hurts in the gun. Looking to his left. Looking to his right. And he's got Devontae Smith wide open. Is he going to push for it? No. Loses that fight with Wilson, but he's got a first down at the 4-yard line. And just like that, the Eagles are eyeing up that lead. That's what they're going for. 1st and goal from the 4. Will Shipley in the backfield. Hurts. Looking in a little bit of trouble. Lobs it, and it's almost intercepted. Thank goodness it was not, but it's 2nd and goal. Again, if the Eagles get the score here, one way or another, Dallas has plenty of time. Plenty of time. 2nd and goal. Hurts. Fakes the give to Barkley. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught by Calcaterra. His first of the season. Touchdown, Eagles. The Eagles have just taken the lead. And now the question becomes, can the Cowboys, because the Cowboys need a touchdown should Jake Elliott make this PAT. But again, the question becomes, can the Cowboys come back and get some points? Elliott, the kick is away, and it is good. So 38-34, Philadelphia. Up by 4. That was a big extra point by Jake Elliott, because now that forces the Cowboys to get at least a touchdown. Field goal's no good. They still be trailing. Big drive for the Cowboys coming up here. Here's Turpin. He's got a little lane, and he will get taken down to the 31, and the Cowboys need 69 yards for a touchdown. Yeah, again, plenty of time. All timeouts, all 3 timeouts. They got the 2-minute warning. They can take their time. utilize the run. Here is Javonte Williams, and he's got a few there. He got 4. Push back a little bit, so good on the defense. It's 2nd and 6. Williams again, but he is swallowed up in the backfield, and it's a loss of 2. He just loses all the yards, or loss of 4, lost all the yards that he got previously, and it's 3rd and 10. And far from over. Cowboys still could have a chance if they get a defensive stop. But we're not there yet. Here's Prescott. He is looking. Pocket collapsing. And he's going to go up the middle. He's going to scramble it. And Jalen Carter there to tackle him. It's 4th and 7. Now, clock is winding down. Are they going to go for it, or are they going to punt it away and trust their defense? They are going to punt it away. They're going to trust their defense. Ryan Anger, the punter. And a fair catch by Cooper DeJean. And 3:26 remaining. Of course, the Eagles are going to try and run this clock out as much as they can. Of course, they're not going to run much out, because the Cowboys are likely going to use some of their timeouts should the Eagles resort to the run. Let's see. Hurts to the outside. There is Jahan Dotson for the first down. They're going to run this clock out as much as they can. They can run it out to about 2:45. No, maybe even 2:40. Yeah, about 2:40 they can run it out to. I'm going to try and run this out. Takes the give to Smith, and Barkley takes it up for a gain of 1, and the Cowboys naturally will take their first touchdown, or their first timeout.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
They could get the ball back before the 2-minute warning, which would be all but great for the Cowboys, but first they need to stop the Eagles. They cannot let them advance. Another fake sweep. Here's Hurts. Hurts is looking. Hurts in trouble, and he is taken down in a timeout again by the Cowboys. 3rd and a mile. 3rd and 18. Not a good time for Hurts to take a sack. Hurts in the gun again. Hands it off to Barkley. He's got a decent amount of field in front, but only a gain of about 9, and it's 4th and 9. Of course, they're going to run this out till the 2-minute warning, and they're going to probably punt this one away. And the 2-minute warning, 38-34 Eagles. Dallas is still way in it. Down by 4 points. They need a touchdown. They've got 1 timeout. Of course, they had the 2-minute warning. Braden Mann to punt this one away. Off spot. Snap. Decent punt. Here's Turpin. And he is taken down Takes off about 9 seconds. There's Devontae Williams, 65 rush yards, 92 receiving yards, 157 yards total on the day. An amazing day nonetheless by Javonte Williams. He has had one hell of a season debut. 1:51 left, one timeout remaining for the Cowboys, down by 4. Prescott, he's going to take it up the middle himself. It's a draw. And he has taken down a gain of 7. Sidney Brown all over him. And the clock continues to wind down. They need to savor that timeout when they absolutely need it. Here's Prescott. To the outside, it's Tolbert for the first down. And they're going to hustle. Just over a minute to play in the fourth quarter. And Prescott is looking for the pass. Caught by Ferguson, and he's just short of the first down. 2nd and 1, 1 yard for the line to gain. Under a minute to play. Still not using that timeout. Eagles not playing well defensively. They already given up this much. They can't give up 49 more yards. There's Ferguson. He's got the first. And he breaks away, but he is taken down. Thank goodness. That could have been the end of the game. And they take their last timeout with 32 seconds remaining. They have 31 yards to go. First and 10, 32 seconds left in the game. 31 yards to go for the Cowboys. Pass caught by Turpin, and he's in bounds. They have to hustle. Vic Fangio and the Eagles defense have to put something together. This could be the last play of the game. Here's Prescott. He is looking. He's going for the end zone, and that's just a little too much. 3rd and 2. This is the last play of the game. Got to go for the end zone. Eagles fans on their feet, as well as a few Cowboys fans that are here. 4 seconds left. Last play of the game. It could be Dallas. It could be Philadelphia. Here is Prescott. Prescott in trouble, and the pass is almost intercepted, but that's the end of the game. The Eagles hang on. 38-34, a nail-biter to begin this season on Thursday night prime time. And the Eagles are victorious. They continue their streak even after their Super Bowl win. What a game. What a start to the season. Well, that concludes our first game of the season in the simulation, and man, oh man, was that a nail-biter. I mean, man, you can't get much better than that. 38-34, Eagles hang on by 4 points. They were this close to losing that game. Had Dak Prescott been a little bit more accurate, they would have lost the game. That's how crazy football can be. But let's go over our key players. Of course, you got Dak Prescott. He's got 2 touchdowns, 368 yards. And he's pass completion percentage was 86.5. Hurts with 3 touchdowns, just 20 less than Prescott, 348 yards, and his completion percentage wasn't as great, but 78.4 nonetheless. But that concludes our game, guys. What an amazing day. What an amazing start to this. I'm gonna turn this volume down, you guys. So you guys just have to hear me. You don't have to hear the crowd. But guys, what an amazing start. I mean, this mic's great. I heard it. The game was great. My commentating needs a little work. Of course, I haven't done it in about a year. But listen, guys, I do appreciate all of you for joining. For those who did, if you did enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe. Hoping to stream a little bit tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But we will definitely try our very best to stream as much as we can before we do approach a March. Because the last thing we want is to not stream for a year like we did. So man, I really hope you guys did enjoy. This was a good game. It really was. I'm hoping we have a lot of good games to come. Because I mean, I'm telling you, when there's a good game, I mean, you take it, because some of these games can be like blowouts, and they're not as fun to commentate or watch, whether it's your team or not. Like even when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, I mean, it was good. Like, the Eagles destroyed the Chiefs, which is what we wanted, but it wasn't that enjoyable because it was the Eagles game practically the entire day. And so I hope everybody understands what I mean by that, but like that's kind of what I'm looking for. These nail biter games, these games where it's kind of like anyone's game the entire game. Had me on the edge of my seat, has you guys on the edge of your seat. So yeah, you guys, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. That would be much appreciated. And we're gonna cue the music here. If I have it, there we go. Me not have it as high. Here we go, guys. Alrighty, guys. Take it easy. I hopefully will see you guys tomorrow within the next couple of days, and I will do another one of these, do more Eagles content. All right. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.